Hello. Okay, I think the recording has started. Okay. Today we'll be looking at the master layout and how that helps in ArchiCad. When I present my work, typically it comes in stuff like this, where you see site plan, floor plan, and there are certain things that you see are same for all these sheets. You can see that this entire part of it, we architects here in Nigeria, some of us call it the title panel, some call it the I don't even know if there's any other name for it, but I've heard someone else call something. So this title panel, for example, I see a lot of people these days when they want to do their drawings, and by the way, the ArchiCad project for this is here. You see them doing a lot of bringing the title panel onto the floor plan, copying and pasting it all around and all that, and that's not efficient. Why is that not efficient? Say I'm gonna have 200 pages for my drawings. This is quite a small one. I think I have 16 pages here. Say it was going to be a much larger drawing where I'm incorporating both the architectural, electrical, mechanical, and structural. Or say I'm one of those people that love details so much I want to detail just about everything, do blow-ups everywhere. And honestly, I'm not that kind of person. Unless, of course, you're paying me big money. Okay, so what can be done is the use of a master layout. Now observe that every sheet, this changes, okay? And this remains the same, my logo here remains the same, everything around here remains the same, but observe, as we have roof plan here, we also have roof plan right here, and when I go on to the next page, we have south elevation here, south elevation here. And not just that, you can see information like the scale, okay, the sheet number, this is 07. When I scroll to the next sheet, you see that this is, you understand, 8. When I go to the next sheet, this is 9, and these are not stuff that I am updating individually, like I have to go to every sheet and type them out. No. ArchiCad has a faster way for that, and that's what we will be exploring in this video. So say for example I haven't done that for this project, or maybe I should just gonna use the same project. What I'm going to do is move into the layout book. It's already open, but if it wasn't open on yours, click on this guy right here and go to the layout book. Then you come over amongst this, you get that, okay? So you click new, that's this guy right here, to get a new master layout, okay? And give it a name you want. So I'm gonna call this ArchiCad tutorial A2 layout. All right, so I'm going to set the margins. I don't really like large margins on my sheet, so I'm going to leave them at say 5 mm each, okay? And I'm going to set the paper size to A2. Now that I've done that, I can set it as default for the new ones and say create, and then I have a new empty master layout. So what I can start doing on this master layout is I start drawing stuff that I want to appear on every sheet that is made with that layout. I'm not going to be quite precise with my measurements now so that the video doesn't get too long. Okay, so I have this, just gonna double it in. Okay, next I think I just want to throw in a logo there somehow. Oh no, just the miniature representation of the building. I think I particularly like this view. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna shrink that down. By the way, if you want to know how I'm maintaining the aspect ratio, there is this black dot right here. It might not be so clear in the video, but I can see it while I'm recording. So that's exactly where I'm placing the cursor each time I move this stuff inside. Okay, so I think that's okay. So let's say I drop this here, then I could probably want to add the title of the project and call it proposed, okay, proposed primary. Wonderful. Okay, so I want proposed to stay as a single word, so I think I'll just give it its own text box, and I think I'd want it bigger, kind of like 10 mm, okay, and I'd pick that and drop it somewhere here. Then primary school design. Alright, so this I want to make a bit stylish, so I'm going to change the font. I'm going to use monotype cursiva. Oh no, let's go with Gothic. Yeah, I really like the English Gothic font, but right now it's causing more confusion than clarity, so no. Okay, I was going to go for monotype cursiva earlier, so I think I'll just go back to that. Or Matura. Yeah, this works. H is not looking like H, I is not looking like I. No, I prioritize legibility a lot. What did I click? Oh, that's not monotype. it's right here. Okay, so I'm just going to size this up, take it to like 30. Okay, 30 is obviously too big. Let's drop that down to like 15. Take it up to 20. I think 20 feels just optimal, and I'm going to drag it somewhere here. Okay, so what I want to do next is just create a copy of it in the background to cast as a kind of shadow, and you know, give it an alternate color. What am I clicking on? Yeah, I want it to be, you know, black. Then use this to send it behind, and yeah, not quite. I'm going to adjust it a bit. Okay, this feels more like shadows right now. Okay, I'm going to take both fonts as well and make them bold. Okay, now that they're bold, I think I might just I don't know which of them I've selected. Okay, it's the black one, and I could tell because I'm seeing the color here. Move it just a little bit. Alright, so I think this works. So I'll come over here and then add another text saying architectural drawings, and okay, I'm going to raise this on size up to like 15. Change the font type to consolas. Where is that? Here it is. Okay, looks a bit more machine-like, kind of the feeling I like to convey in my drawings sometimes. Okay, I'm going to give this same oxblood-ish kind of color. Make this to be a navy blue. Okay, so I think I'll switch this from black to that navy blue. This is a black guy, yeah. So yeah, I think that's resonating a bit better. I don't know why it actually has this cover. Was that intentional on my own end? No. So why is it there? Or am I clicking on the wrong one? It typically should be text contour right here, right? This is the background. This is the contour. Oh, remove. Yeah, I don't want a contour. Okay, so the next thing I want is meaningless decoration the architects put on their panel. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. Also going to give it that navy blue color. Okay, okay, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, this is what I wanted. And by the way, if you want a tutorial on how to use fields, how to control them, the comment section is right there for you. Just request for it, and yeah, I'll deliver. Okay, so that's it. I think this is celebratory enough. So now I'm going to create new layouts where this is going to be applied. Oh, lest I forget, I'm going to switch this from architectural drawing. I think I just want the sheet title to come there. Okay, so now I want the sheet title to be automated, such that when I create a new sheet, it types in the title for me. Okay, or it just brings in the title. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say insert auto text and change it to drawing name. So what this is going to do is that on every new sheet I create, it places a drawing name here. If there is no drawing, it's going to be empty. To make that, I'll bring that into proper perspective. I'm going to create a new subset here and call that tutorial. Okay, now inside the tutorial subset, I'm creating a new layer, and I don't care about the name for now. You can see there's nothing appearing here. So go over here. I name this, for example, site plan. Okay, this is ground floor. I name this first floor plan. Okay, so ground floor, I'll call this guy back plan. Okay, so name this second floor plan. Name this one roof plan, and so on and so forth. So I take a look at the ground floor plan, take away the stuff I don't want, like all these elevation and section markers. They are really disturbing me. So section out, elevation out. In case you want to learn how I'm taking these out and bringing stuff in, check out the tutorial. Okay, I haven't recorded that, but request for it. I'll record the tutorial on the use of layers. Okay, that said, let's say I'm satisfied with this. This is the ground floor plan. Save and place on the current layout. When I place it here, what happens is something's going to materialize here saying is ground floor plan 1. Now, why is it bringing in a number 1? It's counting the number of times the ground floor plan has been placed on the layout book. And by the way, I want to rescale this. I'm going to change it to scale 125. Why I'm using 1:125 is I want something that fits in just right with the sheet, okay? And then observe that when I brought this in, it came with another title of its own right here, which is inside a title box that will be coming on from over here. Take note, under here, in case yours is not open, I'm going to switch it to no title. I don't like saying that, dude, at all. So observe that it has created the sheet name. So if I go back to the master layout, this guy here, or I could come double click here, I could say I want this guy underlined, and I could also say maybe I want it in italics, and I don't want to just stop it there. I also want extra information such as the scale, the drawing scale, and you see it brought that in. Okay, so now that that's there, there's a lot of things that could be auto texted, by the way. These are just the ones that relate to drawings. These relate to layout revisions. These relate to layout. So you might want to study them a bit and know which of them suits better into what you need. Okay. Okay. I'll just add in front of this place the layout ID. The layout ID helps to number the sheets. Okay. So comma and this. Alright, so now that I have this, let's go look at that ground floor plan that was created. Alright, so you see now this is A031. It's the ground floor plan. It's on scale 1:125. So let's say I create a new one. So new layer, create, new layer, create, and so on. I could just, you know, continue doing many and many of these. But I come back here and I open the first floor, okay? Here's the first floor, so I take this and I import it to that place. What happens is I have to change the scale as well. By the way, take note, it's currently on 1:100 and it's taking note of that. This sheet has become 02, the other one was 01, and this becomes 125. Now it's size small enough to fit in here properly. Okay, the sheet title is still there. I don't want that to continue, so in order for that to stop, all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on alternate and click on this guy. So you just like pick its existing properties and apply that to other drawings that I might be placing. So let's come here and say it's not a plan I'm bringing in. Now it knows that this is sheet number 3. Why is it number 3, by the way? A is the name of, what's it called, the ID for all of these. Then the first O3 applies to the fact that it's inside subsets. Everything inside here are in subsets O1, everything in here are in subsets O2, everything in here are O3, you understand? And then this is sheet 1 of 03, this is sheet 2 of 03, and this is sheet 3. You get all of that? Okay, so that said, let's say it's an elevation I'm bringing in this time. Let's look at the east elevation right here. Okay, done. Okay, so if I were to import this guy to this place, what that's gonna do is it's going to bring, let's just say it's the east elevation on scale 1:100. So let's raise this up to like the same 1:125. I'm about to do something else right now, and that's the fact. By the way, I can edit these. And for those who are not very familiar with using the layout book, don't worry about this dotted line that shows the boundary of these drawings. They will not appear once I convert to PDF, once I'm ready to print, or if I export to AutoCAD, or outside of this page you're not gonna see them basically. So if you are sending them to anyone, they're all gonna just be like they are not there. So let's go to bring in the west elevation on the same sheet. Okay, west elevation, open. All right, so it's open. Save view and place it right here while it's okay, it's downloading. Now I'm going to change the scale as well to 125. Now, prior to me changing the scale, observe that it says that there is the east elevation, there is also the west elevation. One is on 1:125, the other one is on 1:100. So once I change this to the 1:125, it takes away 1:100. So it's like a really intelligent feature. Now we can see that a lot of the text is going outside, and we do not want that. So what can we do? We go back here, okay, select this guy and say we want the text to be wrapped. What does it mean that we want it wrapped? We don't want it to go beyond this length or something else I could extend it to, which in this case will be this. So anything that reaches here, it goes onto a new line. You can see that exemplifying itself here. So to ensure that we also don't have this part of it going out upwards, I come over here, click on it again, and this time I'm going to scroll over here and activate this guy, giving it a constraint anchor by the top left. Okay, so nothing is going to appear above on top or by the left. And when I come down back here, you can see how that has affected here. If I'm still not very comfortable with this, I could just decide to change the font, and that's the font size or the font type and all that. Okay, so I hope to some extent, even though this video hasn't done enough justice to the use of the layout book, I hope this is a helpful intro to those of us who have not been using this tool. If you found this helpful, you like, 1, you share, 2, subscribe to the channel. It's not going to cost you anything. Like, it's just click that icon there, and when I upload another video, you are going to be informed. Frank has posted another one, and if you need anything custom, like there's something you don't know on ArchiCad and it's been bugging you, that's the reason I'm here. Put it in the comments and I will respond. Okay? Alright, so a gift I'll be giving to those who have watched up to this point is the fact that all of these can be converted into one single PDF, and there are 2 ways to do this. I'll just show only one of them. So make sure I have all 3 of them selected, and I press Ctrl P, okay, and ensure that this is on Microsoft to print to PDF. Alright, then make sure that the source is on all selected layouts in Navigator. In the page setup, make sure that you're on A1. If you can't see A1 here, you're doomed. Alright, so I'm not seeing A1 here. I'm going to go with the largest available, which is A3. There's also an alternative to get A1, by the way, but when I'm going to do a different video on how you convert, I could ensure I include that. Okay, so I'll leave this at A3, but to ensure that the pages are not going to be split, I'll make sure to fit to page. Okay, and then I'll go back here and make sure that it's landscape, not portrait, and I can get a preview right here. So when I say print, what it's going to do is just going to compile all of them into a PDF I'm going to name right now. So if I go over here, come down here, yeah, and name it. What do I name this? What do I name this? What do I name this? Final. Okay, and I say save. What it's gonna do is just gonna print and combine all of them. It's done with page 1. It's currently working on page 2. So it gives you a progress report of how far it's gone. And okay, so now done with page 2, working on page 3, and should be done any minute from now. Okay, it's done. So I can come over here and see there's a PDF named Final. And once I click on it, I can see its size, I can get a preview of what it contains, and when I open it, I can see page 1, page 2, page 3. And if I had a 100-page document, yeah, it's gonna do all of that. So till next time, bye.